Hello, my gems, and welcome back to Making Life Golden. I'm Denise, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about gratitude. Now, I think it's important to define what gratitude is, basically. And for me, my definition of gratitude is a deep, centered thankfulness for what is, which is the now, what was, which is the past, and for what will be, which is the future. It's easy to be thankful for something that happened in the past, like a stranger changed your flat tire when you were in desperate need, or something like that. Someone cooked you a meal that you weren't expecting and you were just so hungry, and it just hit the spot. It was so perfect and you were thankful for that. Being grateful for the now. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And being grateful for what will be. It's kind of bringing in like a manifestation. Like a lot of the teachings say, know what you want. For example, a new car. And you don't have it yet, but they say to hone in on that feeling of gratitude as if you have it already. So that's why I brought in gratitude as what will be, because it fits into that type of element for manifesting. Now, as far as expressing gratitude, for me, through my experience and my lenses, I see it as like two different type of aspects, like the outward expression of gratitude and the inward expression of gratitude. And so let's dive into the outward expression first. So what I mean by that is expressing gratitude in a way that is outward flowing, like a gratitude letter or a thank you note. For example, writing a gratitude letter to thank someone, or sometimes just like sending gratitude texts to friends. I do that quite a bit here and there. And gratitude journals. You can go to the store nowadays or on Amazon and find a bunch of gratitude themed journals where it'll have prompts in it, and you can just write down what you were grateful for or something along those lines to help bolster you into that emotion of being grateful. Another one of outward expression, example, is just speaking it out, saying, hey, I'm grateful for A, B, and C, or just saying thank you. That's like one of the highest forms of gratitude, in my opinion, is just saying thank you. And also, one of my favorite ones is hugs, like giving hugs when you really can't find the words to express how you feel, but you're just so grateful. And I use my hug emoji quite a bit, actually. So that is a few examples of outward expressions of gratitude. Moving on to inward expressions of gratitude. For me, it's about acknowledgement. Like, what am I grateful for within myself? What happened today that brought about the feeling of gratitude for me? And for me, I find that it is the simple things, like looking outside the window, looking up at the sky that I haven't even peeped outside for the day because I've been so caught up in other things, like seeing the sky for the first time and noticing the beautiful master clouds out there and going, wow, just wow. Like, you're instantly taken to a whole other dimension because of something that you see. So simple. It's just a cloud, but you're perceiving it as this beautiful thing that you're so thankful that you had the opportunity to even notice. You know, some days I admit I don't even look I don't even look up, and the days that I do, I'm like, oh wow, this is gorgeous. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to be a part of that I can actually see that cloud, for example, and witness it. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I say it's, for me, gratitude is like acknowledging things. Right now, that's just how I perceive my world. At this point, I wanted to share a gratitude practice that I personally do, and it helps me tremendously. Like, it was one of the things that got me through last year, 2020. I call it a gratitude walk. And basically what that is you're walking outside at your own pace, and you're taking the feeling of gratitude itself and just moving it through your 5 senses as you are walking. What that might look like is you're walking and you notice something, like for example, the clouds. I'll go back to that example. You look up and you're just in awe. You're like, wow, I'm so glad, I'm so thankful. I'm perceiving that cloud and all its glory and all its beauty. And I can be a part of that. I'm witness to that. So that would be an example for sight. For hearing, I would hone in on the sounds around me. For example, there's a lot of birds where I'm at, and while walking, I would concentrate on listening to what the sounds are around me. And a lot of times there are birds that are just singing these gorgeous songs and tunes that I've just never heard before in my life. You bring that in, you focus on it for a few moments, and then you bring in that feeling of gratitude, like, I've never heard this song before. How fortunate am I to have this bird singing this beautiful song just for me at that particular moment. And just sitting with that, holding that feeling of gratitude in your body, and knowing that you are a partaker in that. And same thing for smell. You're walking and you just notice, what do I smell right now? What scents are around me that are calling to me? Or some that are not calling to me. They may not smell that great, but you still are bringing in that feeling of gratitude. Go ahead and smell the rose bushes. Go ahead and pick up a bunch of leaves and just smell that. Like what, and have an experience. And don't judge it as good or bad, but just be with it. Honing in on that feeling of gratitude. And is it also bringing in joy for you? Is it bringing in excitement for you? And just notice all those little things, all those subtleties. And just go through the rest of the senses, the touch, the taste, and do the same thing for that. And I find that when I'm outside and I'm walking and I do that practice, it grounds me deeper into the current moment, into the present moment, and it just shifts everything for me. Because a lot of times I'm in my head and it just helps to make me aware of myself and my surroundings, and it puts me in my point of power. The reason I say that is your point of power is in the now. The past is past. Can't really go back there. There are no time machines yet that I know of. And the future isn't here yet. So all you have right now is this moment. And this is where your power lies. I also wanted to share with you a gratitude prayer. It's really short and it goes through the senses as well. And I'll read it out to you guys. For all that I see, I'm grateful. For all that I hear, I am grateful. For all that I smell, I am grateful. For all that I touch, I am grateful. For all that I taste, I am grateful. Real quick, some of the benefits that I have noticed while practicing gratitude is it helps me shift away from pain. Either that's mental pain, physical pain, pain in general. Like if I get my mindset off of pain and into gratitude, it's an immediate shift. Like I'm always so amazed about how quickly that starts to work for me. Another benefit that I've noticed while doing this is it makes my stress levels go down. Who can't use that, right? So yeah, definitely a stress reducer. It also increases my personal awareness, like acknowledging that I'm in this emotion of gratitude. It puts me back into my power, my personal power. And it also puts me back into my strength. Like I get my strength back when I practice gratitude and just being in the present moment, acknowledging that I'm here right now. I'm not in the past. I'm not in the future. In this moment, I am here. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down in the comment section. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you. And until the next video, I wish you peace. And yes, I get messages from the wind. It's like the Pocahontas movie, but superpowers. Anything else?